Wow, Starfall Racers, the brand new dual racing roller coaster that's set to open up at Universal Orlando Resort, has already been seen testing. As a part of Epic Universe in Celestial Park, Starfall Racers was recently reported that the train was on site by, of course, BioReconstruct, which will provide all these photos in this video, and then a couple news sites and everything started reporting that it's testing, and let me tell you, the testing footage looks absolutely incredible. But what's up, everybody, and welcome back. My name is Scott, and you're watching Exploring Attractions, and if you're new here, please hit that subscribe button with those bell notifications on. Today we have another Epic Universe update for you guys, and kind of just to give an idea of content going forward, we have Six Flags' Scream Break, the first haunt of 2024, have that coming out this weekend, and some fun Universal Studios Hollywood construction coming next week as well. But today we're locking in and talking about some exciting stuff, and why not we talk about test runs of Starfall Racers. And let me tell you, I cannot believe the amount of airtime we're going to get on this attraction. It looks so smooth, and people have started to get videos on ground level as well, which is very exciting. But this aerial shot, I mean, is impressive. I cannot wait to get on Starfall Racers. The restraints are going to provide for some amazing airtime, let me tell you that much. I'm a little bit iffy on the actual trains. I think that the colors are a little bit too much. However, the purple definitely complements the yellow track. So honestly, I'm not mad at it. I would change a couple of the colors in my nitpicky opinion. But yeah, I mean, seeing this makes me even more exciting for Epic Universe opening up next year, and how could it not? This is awesome. It looks like the rest of the station, though, as far as Starfall Racers, is very close to nearing completion. They revealed that kind of main little detail / decoration right on the bank turn area. There used to be scaffolding and scrim literally like a week ago when we talked about our last update. Now it looks like that is all removed, and they just need to do some finishing touches as far as paint goes and everything. And that green covering is definitely just the top. Now that we get a kind of a closer look at it, it looks like just a protection from the sun, if you will. But yeah, in this photo, you get a great look at the rock work and where the trains are going to dip right into. I'm sure they'll have smoke effects there and everything, but that looks really incredible. I'm excited to see what they do with that rock work, because obviously they still have some more stuff that they need to work on. I don't know if a spray paint is the right term, because some of it looks brown and then some of it looks a little bit grayish. But yeah, there you go. There you have it for Starfall Racers. Incredible progress for sure. We're not going to go too much into depth about a lot of these updates since we just have a Epic Universe update recently, but you can see one of the thematic elements here for the Donkey Kong Mine Coaster. As you all know, if you play the Donkey Kong games or just any Mario Kart games in general, they have that big Donkey Kong cannon. Well, you can see that right here, this Donkey Kong cannon, obviously where you jump into the barrels and you get shot out, and then like I said, even in Mario Kart, you drive through it and you blast out over onto another mountain. I remember that from Double Dash like it was yesterday. But yeah, this will be a part of the lift hill, so kind of adding to the theming of Donkey Kong and just Nintendo in general. It's on site. It'll be exciting to see once they actually place it on the track and exactly where it's going to be placed at. But one would assume that it'll definitely be in the lift hill to kind of launch off into the rest of the coaster. Obviously, the rest of the Donkey Kong Mine Coaster is still receiving tons and tons of elements all around and paint all around. This is exciting. We get our first look of detail of Princess Peach's castle. There was the structure before, like all put up and everything, but now you can slowly but surely start to see detail. They still have some work to go on it because the rest of the land is starting to receive color and has received color over the past couple months. But Princess Peach's castle is, or at least that whole side, is one that has yet to receive color or anything, but it looks like with the progress that color will pop up very soon. Nothing crazy happening in the Wizarding World land since our last update. Obviously, like we talked about, the scaffolding and the scrim has been removed with most of the surrounding city buildings, so you can start to see more detail on it. But yeah, really not tons of big changes since the last update that we talked about. Universal Monsters, Universal Classic Monsters is looking incredible as usual. More of the village is starting to receive more detail, and some of the scaffolding and scrim has already started to come down as well. And speaking of Universal Monsters, I don't know if you guys follow me on my social media or not, but I finally got my Bride of Frankenstein tattoo that I've been wanting. I've been doing all these other tattoos, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna get my Bride of Frankenstein one, and I'm so happy with it. It looks incredible, and I can't wait to show it off when I visit the Universal Monsters land. But yeah, lots of scaffolding and scrim has been removed. Lots more details going into the Wolfman coaster and that little show scene that they have. The incredible detail going into Castle Frankenstein there. I mean, just when you think it's done, it's not. There is so much tiny little details that we can spend like a whole 10-minute video on just looking at, like, oh, look at that piece of rockwork. Oh, look at that shaping. It's incredible. I mean, the actual entryway to the castle looks menacing, I guess should say, or intimidating is the right word for it. And you can see around the actual entryway, there's still lots of stuff that they're kind of adding to it. So yeah, definitely the anticipation will be high for that attraction, even when you're just like walking in and getting ready to put your stuff in the locker. Presumably you may have to have lockers for this. Oh, it looks like they filled the water up in the pond of the How to Train Your Dragon water attraction. You can see some more of those decorations all over the place. But yeah, one of the most bigger things that I noticed is the fact that they filled it with water. So that gives me hope that we're going to start to see ride vehicles on site very soon, since there is the water. I mean, they're probably already on site. They're probably just hidden somewhere that is not accessible for it. Actually, scratch that. They are on site as I'm going through these photos. They're covered up right there, so you can see it's one of those kind of like splash battle attractions to where you have cannons on either side. They're water cannons, and you can shoot your water cannons at another person or another boat on the other side. And then most of these like splash battle rides have elements on the outside to where guests can actually shoot the water at the guests on the ride, and they don't even have to actually be on the ride. So it's kind of fun. It's going to be perfect for Florida because of the heat over there. So it's exciting that they put water in that pond though, and we got a good look at the actual attraction vehicles. Man, every update I gotta take a quick glance at the statues of Berk and just see how nice that area looks. It'll be exciting when they actually fill that area with water. But lots more landscaping going in around the How to Train Your Dragon coaster as well, like grass and everything. Some bushes have popped up, kind of bringing it all together. Usually with theme parks, like the trees take a while to grow and everything, with obviously time. But this park, as soon as it opens, it's going to be super, super pretty with all of the landscaping and everything all over the place. That giant like metal structure up out of the How to Train Your Dragon coaster hasn't seen any new crazy updates since the last time we talked about it, but it's still there. And all the different hotels, whether it be on the on-site or the off-site hotels, definitely are nearing completion as well. I mean, the on-site hotel they're still working on that top little dome area. However, you can tell that they're getting prepared to add lots and lots of detail to that. And obviously the off-site hotels, a couple of them, or a couple areas, still need to receive that decal or paint on the actual side of the hotel. However, one of them looks completely covered, and the sun reflecting off of it looks awesome. Like, it looks really pretty. I'm interested to see if they do some like exciting lighting features for the nighttime. So kind of like when you're passing by the hotel, there's some exciting lights there or something like that. I would think to draw guests in, that'd be the smart idea. However, if they're actually going to do it or not is a big question. But yeah, that really just about does it for our Epic Universe update today. The big thing was the Starfall Racers testing. I mean, I want to know down below in the comments section, will you be riding that attraction? Will that be your first coaster at Epic Universe? Because I know damn well that will be my first attraction at Epic Universe, just because I'm excited for the airtime, and just because of how much Universal Orlando impressed me with Velocicoaster since that was their last like big coaster. I'm excited to see what they do with Starfall Racers. I mean, Universal Company in general has been spoiling us with coasters. We have the Fast and Furious coaster opening soon at Universal Studios Hollywood, and then this one and Velocicoaster. Oh man, we're getting spoiled, to say the least. But yeah, drop a comment down below what you think about this update, and leave a like if you did enjoy this video. It really helps out the channel a whole lot. Remember, we got Spring Break coverage coming this weekend. It's the very first haunt of 2024, at least here in Southern California. And then next week, we have tons of Universal Studios Hollywood coverage coming, including a vlog and construction updates as far as coasters and Halloween Horror Nights go. But subscribe if you're new here with those bell notifications on. Thank you all for watching. My name is Scott, and you have been watching Exploring Attractions. Positivity is key, and most importantly, remember to keep exploring. Peace out, everybody.